on how to move forward from here as we have entered a different stage of the Biafra liberation. I welcome you this evening and this morning, depending on where you're watching from. I just want to have a very brief broadcast and analyze the latest development in the struggle and in the liberation phase. Today, we have been listed among top notable individuals in the world that have endorsed Donald Trump. Like I've said, we are not hiding our feelings. We are not hiding our opinions. And in this global stage today, a lot has gone wrong. And there is need for somebody like Trump to fix the broken walls across the world. Now, I just want to make this program to, analyze it and present it to Biafrans, the significance of being listed on that, top list of Donald Trump's endorsement for 2024. What significance it has, for the Biafra liberation and what we have achieved. This is one of the biggest achievement in the awareness for Biafra. What it means is that whoever in this world that is looking into the endorsement of Donald Trump and is interested in the United States of America presidency and election, they will go throughout the list of the people that have endorsed Trump. Biafrans become one of the people that endorsed Trump at the early stage. And so we are topping the list and we're not making mistake. Now, I'm going to bring it and analyze the effect, what it is going to do for Biafra people, especially global awareness. What it means is that anybody that wants to talk about Trump and is interested to know who are the individuals that has endorsed President Trump, they will first of all look at those from the United States. And then after that, they are going to look at those from the international stage, the international politicians, the other part of the world, who has endorsed President Trump. And now many people are going to come at the end of the day. Many countries, like presidents, many organizations are going to endorse Donald Trump, and they falls under international politicians if they are like past leaders of any nation. The good news is that we are going to be on top of those who have endorsed Trump from the international politicians and is currently serving in office. So Biafra Republic Government in Exile has been recognized officially by Donald Trump campaign and, of course, globally recognized by whoever that is involved in making sure that this comes to the limelight. State will not allow this to pass by, this opportunity. This is the very first time in the history of Biafra struggle and liberation that the Biafra has up to the top list of those recognized by an aspirant and the past and the ex-president of the United States. So it's a big win for Biafra people. And that's why I'm here to explain it to you, because of course, there are a lot of things on the table, but this is the breaking news and information, and Biafrans should know that the time has come. There is no hiding place for the enemies of Biafra. And you can't cover pregnancy, okay, with your hand. So I want us to go straight to this information for Biafra people to understand that we are breaking every jinx and we're moving forward. And so many people have joined, and we can see those of you watching from Twitter, please join us on Enter Biafra. Very important. I see a lot of people are watching from Twitter. Please join us on Enter Biafra. It is very important so that you are going to watch this particular analysis today. Join us on Enter Biafra. Thank you very much. We are going to stop the We're going to stop the Twitter. Join us on Enter Biafra. It is time to celebrate because we are breaking doors. Anytime they come to push us down, God will come and shoot us up. The more they try, the higher we go. That is what is going on now. So join us on Enter Biafra. This time, I'm not going to sleep this night. Thank you. All right, here we go. We are going to have this particular.
Then they try me, then kill her. Then they try me, then stop her. Biafraga, Bialele. Diwoga, Nalele. Biafraga, Bialele. Diwoga, Nalele. Iye chuku dele dege melele. Iye chuku kule kuge melele. Come on, my man, Nuna Gabiga. Come on, my man, Nuna Gabiga. Ndilo Galaleti. Oh, sweet me, Galaleti. Ndiwo heavyweight. All over the world, we pull weight. Ibulonyi wo jubilate. If you know like freedom, you they hate. Know that we be the chosen one. We don't need it all, but they all need us. Anya choro pa mana hatola anya cho. Amana iwe lipe nine uwana cho. Ndilo galaleti. Fulani galaleti. Osimi galaleti. Ndibo heavyweight. You didn't lie, made a killer. You didn't lie, made a locker. Then they try, made them kill her. Then they try, made them stop her. Biafraga, Bialele. Diwoga, Nalele. Biafraga, Bialele. Diwoga, Nalele. Biafraga, Bialele. Diwoga, Nalele. Biafraga.
Here comes the time we've been waiting all these years. Here comes the moment my people are waiting to come back home. When people of Jah will return to their promised land. When people of Mosiah will dance to the rising sun. When people of Jah will sing the song of freedom. When people of Jah will worship Almighty God, we will say bye-bye to the Baboon nation. Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Then we will say bye-bye to the Monkey nation.
To the point. When you look at this, you are going to see the list of Donald Trump 2024 presidential campaign primary endorsement. Don't forget that Biafra are almost 4 to 5 millions of them in the United States. The list of this is a list of notable individuals and organizations who have voiced their endorsement of Donald Trump as Republican Party's presidential nominee for the United States 2024 US presidential election. I want you to understand how important this is. Former executive branch officials, you see all of them, those who have endorsed Trump, their pictures. These are notable individuals, both in the United States and international level. You see the US senators, current. These are senators that are serving, current senators in the United States who have endorsed the individual. You are not going to be here. So even if you endorse Trump from your village and all that, you're not going, so you must be a notable individual for you to be recognized to be here. So let us go forward. These are the current senators of the United States who have endorsed Trump. Some of them have their picture here. These are the current representatives, House of Representative members of the United States that have endorsed Trump for 2024. These are their picture. These are notable individuals. These are all their lists, their names, their pictures. Some of them, not all of them, have their pictures here. And then these are the former House representatives of the United States. This one served 2015 to 2019 that have endorsed Trump. And some of them, this one served 2021 to 2023, 2022 to 2023. These are representatives that have served in the United States government. Now you have the governors in the United States that have endorsed Trump. Governors in the United States. Governors who have endorsed Trump. Currently serving governors, two governors of the United States. Jim Justice, governor of the West Virginia. Here is the West Virginia state governor. He served from 2017 to present. He's still serving as a governor of the United States. He has endorsed Trump. Here is another governor of South Carolina, 2017 to present. He is still serving as a governor. He endorsed Donald Trump. Now here are two former governors. Governor of Arkansas, he served from 1996 to 2007. Another governor, past governor of Alaska, 2006 to 2009. These are notable people who have endorsed Trump for 2014. Now, you have state executive official. These are the state executive officials that have endorsed Trump. You have the Attorney General of Missouri. You have Land Commissioner of Texas. You have Attorney General of Kentucky. You have Lieutenant Governor of South Carolina. You have Auditor of Kentucky. You have Lieutenant Governor of Mississippi. You have Treasurer of South Carolina. You have Agriculture Commissioner of Texas. You have Treasurer of West Virginia. You have Attorney General of West Virginia. You have Lieutenant Governor of Texas. You have Attorney General of Texas. Then you have the former Governor of South Carolina, 2003 to 2011. And then you have state legislators. The state legislators are this. You have state senators. Current are this. All these people you see are notable people in America. Then you have former ones. You have state representative, Iowa State. You have all the list here. It goes on and on and on and on. And these are notable, influential individuals who can influence election and influence people that will vote in the election. Now you have local and county official. These are all in the United States. You have former. You have, then comes to international politics. Here is international politics. In international politics, Biafra is on the top. The top list is Biafra. In international politics, you have current. It means that you have current Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic, government in exile. 2023 present. 2, you have Viktor Orban, Prime Minister of Hungary, 2010 to present. He is still serving. He is still a current Prime Minister of Hungary. And here is he. He's a Hungarian politician who has served as Prime Minister of Hungary since 2010, previously holding the office from 1998 to 2002. He has presided over Freddy since 1993, with a brief break between 2000 and 2003. And he is listed, only him and Simon Ekpa of Biafra is listed. Now, this is only 2 persons now for international politicians, notable international politician, and Biafra Prime Minister is there. Now, what I want you people to understand is the significance of this thing you see here. This is one of the biggest things that has happened to Biafra people. It is the biggest so far that has happened to Biafra people, because whenever you are talking about President Trump, as it is now, you can't finish the history without going to those who have endorsed him, both in America and in international level. And when it comes to international level, Biafra is on the top list. Now, what I want to tell you people today is that even if, of course, before the end of this year, the list of endorsement from international politicians is going to increase. You are going to see list here of people who will endorse President Trump from international community. But then, what is going to surprise you people is that you see this top list now is not going to come down. So every other person that is going to endorse Donald Trump from as an international politician will fall under Biafra, Simon Ekpa, Prime Minister. Whenever you see Simon Ekpa here, you have seen Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You have seen Biafra. You have seen the fall of Nigeria. So when you see Simon Ekpa here, do not just say it is only Simon Ekpa you are seeing. No, you cannot talk about Simon Ekpa without talking about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So anybody that comes to this place, we want to read more. Who is this Simon Ekpa? Who is this Simon Ekpa? And then they will read Biafra government in exile. So they are going to click here. And once they click to this particular Biafra Republic government in exile, it brings the official Biafra Republic, Biafra officially Republic of Biafra. And they are going to read about Biafra. So tell me, this is the highest international awareness. It is bigger and bigger than the CNN. This particular thing that happened here is bigger than BBC. It's bigger than Al Jazeera. Because everybody in the world who is interested in what America is doing and what President Trump has done and going to do, you must read about the endorsement of Donald Trump, and Biafra is recognized. Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister, is recognized. It is official. And when Donald Trump becomes the President of America next year, there is no way. Donald Trump himself have seen this, and he knows the capability of Biafras in America. He knows our voting power in America, and we can do it. So the time is not yet. Everybody knows that a lot of things is in the mess. We are not hiding it. Now, we have seen the current administration removing Nigeria from the listed, from a country that persecutes Christians. Why Christians are being killed every day. So let us know how to play this politics. It is not about Simon Ekpa. For those of you in America now who will begin to say, Trump is doing this and Trump is doing that, and when he was in the campaign, the question is that, was Trump aware? Because there are so many evil people that surrendered Onyendu in those days. Those who facilitated him going to the campaign, was Trump aware? That is the question. And I can categorically tell you that Trump is not aware, was not aware. It was all those people that were being paid, and paid heavily to, make Onyendu appear in that particular campaign. Today, we are not paying money to anybody. And Onyendu will be proud of what we are doing. We have been able to break these genes only by the power of God and by the power of the Biafra spirit and by the power of everything that follows us, that we're able to make this progress. And this is just the beginning. You people don't know what is happening behind the scene. It is only something that is to be made public that we are coming to make public. So today, this is the highest thing that has happened to Biafra struggle in terms of awareness, global awareness, international awareness, and every notable people in the world have come to understand that Biafra indeed have government, active, legitimate government in exile, and the responsibility that we are going to take to protect Biafra people will be felt globally. They have come to recognize that indeed Biafra has government in exile and they have prime minister in the name of Simon Ekpa, who is fighting to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and to restore and liberate Biafra. And so I don't need to go further or deeper to how this is going to happen, because of course this is now from the international politics aspect of it. Like everybody know, I'm a politician. And when I joined this struggle, some people say, oh, he's a politician. He's a politician. We don't need politician. You need politician. And I am one of them. And I told them, you should wait and see what Simon Ekpa will do in international politics and diplomacy when the time comes. The time is here. It is happening. It is going to be like movie and film and magic to many of you who were attacking me, blackmailing me, castigating me, calling me all manner of name, writing all of nonsense on social media. All the things you can understand is that it is not stopping me. Rather, I am going higher every day with the Biafra name. And that is how it is going to continue until liberation of Biafra has been achieved and Biafra will be in the world map. I want everybody to understand, fighting Simon Ekpa will destroy you. We have been able to shoot and catapult Biafra to the highest level. Nothing can beat this one. I want everybody to understand this. And for that reason, we are going to go on a commercial. And then after that, we are going to open our line for comment. And of course, Simon Ekpa, that is a message for you.
Possessed. And I told them, I said, Simon Ekpa is fully possessed and also is a man that everybody should be careful to stay out. What's the meaning of that? The meaning of that is what is called possessed with the spirit of freedom. When somebody is possessed with the spirit of freedom, it will be in such a way that the person has no any other thing to do than to fight for what's called freedom. So you look at the Biafra land as a place called the fatherland of Biafra. The spirit of freedom right there in Biafra has already completely possessed Simon Ekpa. And as he has possessed Simon Ekpa, you that is trying to begin to make noise or fight with him or do one thing or the other, you are also fighting the spirit of freedom. And if anything happened to you, it is not my concern, because you don't understand how spiritual things and the things of the spirit goes. Because in the realm of the spirit, when God wants to make sure somebody is used for a purpose, the person will be used based on the coming upon the spirit, or what the kind of power that has possessed you, or the spirit that has possessed you. So spirit of freedom is already in his life and has possessed him fully, and they cannot talk any other thing than what's called freedom. And if anybody needs to move on the same direction or the same path, you must also come to the level of that level of spirit of freedom to endow you and possess you. And then you can be able to talk about freedom. People that talk about freedom with empty mouth, they end up and they're carried by chaff. When the wind blows, they are carried away. People that talk about freedom, when something bribe is given to them, they will just betray and go away. But people that are possessed with the spirit of freedom, with the spirit of Biafra land, no matter the bribe you give to them, they will never accept your bribe. They will never agree with you. If you like, take presidency of social country, they will never accept it from you, except that freedom that has possessed them, that they are after. That's what they go about. So Simon Ekpa is already filled with the spirit of what's called freedom fighting. And so you should stay clear and not fight the man that has received what is called the grace, or received the power or the spirit of freedom. Don't fight that man. Fighting that man will destroy your life. It may even cost you what you will never, you and your restoration may continue to suffer it. So I am not here to begin to follow anybody or side anybody. I am here to throw the light of what I am seeing in the spirit, because the spiritual always control the physical. And when I'm giving the message that's called the spiritual message, I pass it raw the way it is. So Simon Ekpa is a man that has already been filled and also possessed fully with the spirit of freedom. And spirit of freedom is not the kind of spirit that you joke with. When Jesus came upon the face of the earth, he said, the spirit of the Father is upon me, for he has anointed me. The spirit of the Lord has come upon me. He has anointed me to preach the good tidings, to spread the good news, to carry the word of God all over the place. And Jesus went about, was doing exactly what the spirit of the Father possessed him to do. And that same spirit was what made him, that even to extent that he died on the cross and was buried, and on the third day he resurrected, because there's a spirit that quickeneth the dead body. And the spirit quickened Jesus, and Jesus went up and began to do exactly what he came to the world to do. So Simon Ekpa, you are seeing, is a disciple of what's called freedom fighting, and the spirit of freedom has fully possessed him, and you can never separate him from that spirit. And they can never one day wake up and talk about any other thing rather than talking about freedom. And that is most of the revelations you are seeing, and most of the deep mysteries and deep things that is bringing out here and there is based on the spirit of freedom that is upon his life. So if you want to stop him, go first of all and remove the spirit of freedom out of him. So when you remove the spirit of freedom, then you can have a way. But if you cannot remove the spirit of freedom, you better join him and not fight him. That is what's going on. And then you come to the Biafran land as a Biafran nation. All the people that must talk about freedom are people in the class of what's called Jim or Jumegu Ojuku. We talk about people, you go straight away, you talk about somebody like Namo Decano. You talk about every other person that is not known, but they are hurt. You talk about Simon Ekpa. You talk about Major Prophet David King Elijah. We are not talking about this freedom based on, we are or we want to collect money or this or that. We are talking about the emancipation of God's people. God's people is in Nigeria, and also their light is not shining. It's supposed to shine the way it ought to shine, to change the destiny of Africa, to change the destiny of the people right here in the South Africa and the West Africa, Nigeria side, to change their destiny, to even bring a blessing to Yorubas, to the Hausas, to Fulanis, and everywhere, to bring the light that will shine permanently. But it is quite unfortunate that some people have sat on these things and not allowing this light to shine. And this is what has been causing the deep darkness that has covered all over the place. And so Major Prophet of God is in the business of also throwing the light in the prophetic, so that people that know what's called the truth can be able to follow the truth, because a prophet is a prophet. And any nation that must be great in life must also work with what's called people that are possessed had to be spiritual. If you are not spiritual, you begin to chase shadow. You will be talking out of the point, going here and there, chasing the cloud and cloud chaser and all of that. You will not know how things are going. And this is why we try to follow up in the realm of the spirit, and everything that has been happening in the prophetic aspect of everything happening with Nigeria and all the people that are fighting for freedom in Nigeria. We've been able to stand in the gap to also detail them how they are going to end up, and they are also happening that way. It's a proof of what's called being endowed and being possessed with the spirit of freedom. So you, before you talk about freedom, pray for the spirit of freedom to come upon you. If the spirit of freedom comes upon you, finish, matter settle. That is how it works. Without the spirit of freedom, you cannot talk about freedom. And when you talk about freedom, you will just be looking for who to fight and who to quarrel. You will not mean the real deal, because this freedom we are fighting for will surely come to pass. It's just one day God will prove the world that he is God, and something great will begin to happen on the face of the earth. God bless you, and thank you for watching this very program. If you're a freedom fighter anywhere in the world, may the Lord stretch his hand and touch you, bless you.
You must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him. and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we are making, and you must listen to him. Very, very important.
All right, welcome back. Just before we begin to take calls, some of you who want to make a comment or ask question this evening will have the right to do that, have the opportunity to do that. I'm going to have 15 minutes time to take a video calls, only video calls. So we have this particular announcement and message to the so-called governor of Enugu State. The governor of Enugu State is illegitimate. Biafra has given vote of no confidence on them, and because even the time he was voted in, he has about 400,000, is it 200 and something thousand vote? So he is illegitimate governor as far as Biafra is concerned. He's not representing anybody. And so if he have decided to pick up fight against Biafra people, we are ready for him. So he cannot stop the civil disobedience that is happening in Biafra land because we don't recognize him. So I want to make it categorically clear this evening to the governor, the so-called governor that Biafra do not recognize, that if he want to fight Biafra, let him come out on Monday, next Monday, and face Biafra people. Because it is Biafra people that decided that we aren't going to recognize any Nigeria government within Biafra territory. Every other person have tried it and failed. Omahe tried it and failed. Ekpa tried it and failed. Hope tried it and failed. Soludo tried it and failed. Willie Obiano tried it and failed. Okowa tried it and failed. I want him to understand that his own is going to be worse because he is even illegitimate from the beginning. Not to talk about those people who did not give vote of no confidence before and they tried and failed. So we are taking very, very seriously the threat coming from the Fulani stooge of Enugu State. If what he has come to do in Enugu is to fight against Biafra, we are ready to take it up against him. And this coming Monday, the sit-at-home in Biafra land will enter Sikisis. Do you know how many of you remember when you go Sikisis? You know, in those days when we used to play Siki. So the sit-at-home this coming Monday until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is released. It is going to be like that. The sit-at-home this coming Monday is going to have Sikisis. We're going to make sure that we inform Biafra people that we have not cancelled, suspended, or stopped any sit-at-home, any civil disobedience for Biafra and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be released and Biafra to come. And today, we have entered liberation. We have also given vote of no confidence on all the political leaders from Biafra land, and that particular vote of no confidence is very, very effective. We have also activated the de facto government in Biafra land, which is now in charge of Biafra territory, and the inauguration will take place. So disregard anything that is coming from anybody parading himself as a governor in Enugu State. We don't have any governor. There is no recognition from Biafra people to such person. It doesn't exist. And if he think that is going to be the one to stop it, please challenge him to come out and start at Ogbete Market on Monday and start selling something to demonstrate to Biafra people that he's ready to stop the sit-at-home. Thank you from here, and we are going to open our line to receive calls and video calls. So the line is open for video calls, and so please join us. I'm going to have 15 minutes time, 10 to 15 minutes to take video calls so we can go to sleep. All right?
You must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we are making, and you must listen to him. Very, very important.
There we.
The dragon of our time.
There we.
My brother,
Oh, the Monagakwa.
yeah, congratulations, my brother. Congratulations. You are
Congratulations to you as well.
very wonderful job. You are doing us proud. We are very proud of you.
There we.
Nwa Biafra ka ị bụ.
There we.
Nwa Biafra ka ị bụ. This your cap where I go come carry am.
Cap are spiritual.
I know. I know. And that cap, ị ga-ebugide ogbu a ị ga-ebu buru ebubo anyị na Biafra.
This
cap, any ihe ọjọọ pụtara from anywhere to affect this cap. Ga-egwu mmiri. Ọ ga-ama ya aka na nsị Tinubu na ebe ozi nsị abụghị na ozi Tinubu na. I just want to make one remark. On January 20th, 2017, I was among the Biafrans who were selected to go and witness Donald Trump presidential inauguration in Washington, D.C.
Wow.
So on that day, the zoological Nigerian army, they killed over 50 of our people in Iguacha. And I had that video. So when I went there, when I went to the inauguration ground, I brought out my cell phone and I showed it to the Caucasians there. Most of them were willing. So one lady approached me. She told me her name, and she told me that she's the campaign manager of a Trump train. She gave me her email address and told me that we should forward those people that were killed, those Biafrans that were killed, because she asked me, they were asking me what happened. I told them that Biafrans we supported Trump. Actually, we campaigned for Trump on social media.
Yeah.
And when he won, they invited us to his inauguration. So I told the lady that we supported Trump, and I put some evidences when we were campaigning for President Trump on social media and showed it to them. So I told the woman that because of the Trump inauguration, that our guys who were fighting for our freedom back home, that they went to march in solidarity to Trump inauguration. And because of that, Nigeria government killed most of our guys there. And they were telling them to tell Trump to come and help them. That was what they were telling our guys when they were killing them. So the woman told me that we should forward I should forward the videos to her so that she will present it personally to the president to see to it. So, you know, IPOB command and control. Because of that shitty command and control, I went and I tendered the information to them. I'm telling you, the thing died there.
Another
one again. There was a hearing we had in Washington, D.C. here. I forgot that date. So we went there. I went there with some other few people. We went there, we witnessed the hearing. So after the hearing, some congressmen, the men and women, they came there. And then when they were going, I went to meet one of the congresswomen. I forgot, I think from Georgia, somebody. So I was moving to meet the lady, to talk to her, to make, if there will be a possible, if there's going to be a possible, if she can give me any audience to talk to her about our plight in Nigeria. So one lady called me. So where are you going? So I told her I want to go and talk to the congresswoman. So she told me I should come. So when I came to the lady who called me, I look at her badge, her tag. Her name is the Igbo. I asked her, are you a Biafran? She started laughing. I said that you guys are supposed to help us on what we are doing. You know, these people, they want to wipe us back in Nigeria. You should help to be our voice here. She started laughing. She told me, okay, that she knew what I want to do. That I should. She gave me her phone number. She told me that she was the secretary of the congresswoman. That if we want to go and meet the congresswoman, that she will be the one to arrange for it, and also talk to the congresswoman and host us, usher us to the congresswoman and be with us to present our issue to her. I took the phone number and everything. I went and I gave it to those criminals. The whole thing, because of command and control, everything died.
Hey, see, okay, God.
I just want to give you these two evidence. But
Yes.
to tell you the truth, now that you are that time, Oyendu was in the DSS in Kunji. He was not out then. So to tell now that you are in charge, I know that any opposition that comes here, that we are here in USA here, you're not going to go in front. So be rest assured.
Of course, we are not taking any chances at all. That's why
the result is coming everywhere. Yes, we will do everything to unravel Biafra. This is just two incidences that I want to bring to your notice this evening. Oh, hey, Biafra. Keep on doing what you are doing.
Yes. One thing everybody should know now is that Biafra is recognized. The Prime Minister is listed amongst Prime Ministers from the international politicians endorsing Trump. And that is a very good and a very breakthrough that everybody must come in term with, whether they like it or not.
Of course.
Yes.
Of course. Oh, our Prime Minister came.
Thank you very much. Yes.
Yes.
So I think they should continue to buy the one so that can exactly. Yeah, well, thank you very much.
Okay, my brother. Take it cool and take it easy. God is with you.
Amen. Amen.
Oh, hey,
all right, Peter, you're welcome to the program. Good evening from here.
Congratulations again. We are breaking grounds.
Yes, we are breaking ground.
We are not looking back.
We are scattering the ground.
The ground has to continue to be scattered. I'm so happy that a lot of things are unfolding quickly, quickly. Yes. I'm so excited. Biafra is on the way. Biafra is here. Donald Trump is showing up.
Yes.
We'll support.
They're not hide. They're not hiding.
That's what it is. I'm so happy. What I just called specifically for is this Soludo man. After the humiliation at the inauguration, he still has not learned his lesson.
They are the foolish people we have given.
What is wrong with these people?
You know, that is why we give them vote of no confidence. You think that he will say, oh, I will still work with Tinubu, and then they are going to recognize him? These guys are idiots. We don't recognize them. The vote of no confidence is already passed on them. So very soon now, they will begin to hear what in their various states.
It has to come. It has to come. I'm so happy. I spoke to my mom today. She said, I don't know what our young boys are doing. Something is happening already in the village.
Of course.
We are in charge. Thank you so much, sir. God bless you. I will not take your time.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
All right. The program continues. James, you're welcome to the program. James, you're welcome to. If you want to join me, please click the video sign. For some of you watching, I want to. James, go ahead.
Yeah, Mazi, good evening, my Prime Minister. Once again, I will say congratulations to us for being among the Donald Trump campaign list. That is a big win to us, and that is to show that Biafra is here.
Exactly.
So, and my question goes like this: you know, next year is the election, and we are hoping and we are sure that Biafra will come this year. So, I would want you to throw more light on how specific this is going to be a backup to us, or going to encourage us more.
Now, when we are talking about Biafra coming, I want everybody to understand that Biafra is not going to come Boam. There is going to be two options to Biafra. One is peaceful exit. Two is by declaration. So, and when you declare Biafra, you don't expect that once you declare it, you fight 1 month and get to Biafra. No. The fight can take up to next year. So we need alliances. We need collaborators or collaboration with many nations and other powerful people in the world in order to win the war. If it is going to come to war. That is exactly what everybody understands. So when we are talking about Biafra coming is not one night, Biafra is here. No, even if you declare Biafra one day, you are still going to fight to sustain and defend your land. And it takes a while for you to achieve that. So in order for us to prepare for what is ahead of us, we need to build these blocks everywhere we can. We need to build these alliances around the world to make sure that when this kind of time comes, we are not going to fight for a very long time. And it is better to fight and defend and get your freedom than folding your hand and see Taliban taking over our land and killing us, converting us into Islamic State and chopping us out.
God forbid.
Yeah, so better to fight. We don't want to be telling the story like the people in Afghanistan. Nobody is going to be there, telling you to calm down, don't do this, don't do. No, we're not going to be fools to fold our arms and watch Islamic State kill us. No, it's not going to happen. So there is two options to Biafra. One is the peaceful exit, and two is by declaration and defending it. So if we are declaring Biafra this year, we may defend it up to next year, and then to find at the end of the day the common ground, either to cease fire and continue with the independent state of Biafra, as the pressure is going to be coming from the people that we are building alliance with today, who are those who are very powerful in the world, that will bring lasting peace, Biafra and the Sahel region. So Biafra coming will end terrorism, will end a lot of impunity and a threat to America and to West. And everybody who want peace must support Biafra. That is the idea of this. So when Biafra is going to be declared, if we are going to by declaration, depending on what this year have to bring to us, then we are expecting that not just America, but many countries that their eyes already will be opened by then to support it and make sure that we don't fight more than between now and next year. So it is just a plan B and A to Z plan.
Well, Mazi, thank you very much. This is a very, very good and unique answer. That is very nice. And secondly, on that question I want to ask, you said we are opening.
There is somebody that is already going to open WhatsApp for the people in UAE, and then when that thing happens, I think the media team will make the noise and join. Those of you in the UAE can join, and then after that we will start getting your ID card and all that. So that will happen.
Okay, very good, very good. Thank you. These have been my worry, and thank God you have answered it. God bless you, our Prime Minister.
Yes, you
will live long, and we will achieve Biafra this year. Thank you very much.
He said, "Thank you very much." All right, we have a few minutes to go. So if you still want to ask a question or make a comment, you are free to click the video sign. But let us go on break.
Who say bye bye to the baboon nation? Say bye bye. Say bye bye. And who say bye bye to the monkey nation? Say bye bye. Say bye bye. And who say bye bye to the lawless nation? Say bye bye. Say bye bye. And who say bye bye to the Babylonians? We must go. Oh yeah. Yeah, we must go. Imagine what we've been through in that contraction. Living with people who doesn't know their left from their right. Living with people who doesn't reason like human beings. Living with people who don't know the value of life. Living with people who doesn't respect the rules of law. Living with people who destroy the future of their children. Living with people who keep on going backwards today. Reason with me. If we are wrong to ask for our freedom, hey, we will say bye-bye to the monkey nation. Say bye-bye, say bye-bye. And we will say bye-bye to the baboon nation. Say bye-bye, say bye-bye.
We are Biafrans, nothing more, nothing less. You are welcome to land of rising sun. There is a land that is full of natural resources. Britain divided us during colonization. No, we are generous and industrious. Naturally, educationally, mentally, you can check around the world. Mama and Papa can go see the friendship.
You and you will disappoint yourself. All right, we are going to end it here because this is very late here already. This is about 1:30 a.m. where I am. So from here, from me, is good evening. May God bless you. May God bless Masinam Dikano. May God bless the Eastern Security Network. May God bless Biafra Liberation Army. May God bless Umar and her husband. May God bless the government in exile and cabinet. May God bless the media team and every one of you supporting this movement and celebration. May God bless you. May God bless those recognizing us in global level. May God bless Donald Trump team and all of them. Those who say we are going to leave, we are going to wish them well. God bless you. From here, from me, is good evening.
You must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very